Jurassic World Domination is the new action movie starring Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Isabella Sermon. It was directed by the one and only Colin Trevorrow. He wrote the screenplay all together with the famous Emily Carmichael, based on a story by Trevorrow and together with his writing partner, the well-known Connolly. Stay with us and find out about Jurassic World 3 First Look. We are about to raise your appetite and make it really temptatious for the third and final movie in the Jurassic World trilogy. There is plenty of various exciting info about Dominion to keep you thrilled up until the moment of its release next year. After the movie cliffhanger to Jurassic World: The Fallen Kingdom saw dinosaurs let loose in the real world, the short film of 2019, Battle at Big Rock, teased the order of the new world that we're going to be seeing typically in the upcoming part. Due to Colin Trevorrow, the movie took 3 years after the short movie, as Dominion is determined in 2022. Quote, "Everything in my mind has always been pretty much present day," he said. So Big Rock took place a year or so after The Fallen Kingdom in 2019 when it came out, and the T-Rex has just been out in the Sierra Nevada forest, where they all escaped to. She's just been living there. They've been struggling to catch her for a very long time. So, one actually knows how the world is going to look like, a change in those times. But while we are waiting to find out, here's everything we need to be aware of about Jurassic World Dominion. When talking about the Jurassic World 3 release date, and if you don't know when Jurassic World Dominion is coming out in cinemas, we can say that firstly, it was determined to release on June 11th, 2021. But right before filming finished, Universal concluded that Jurassic World Dominion is going to be delayed, not for some months, but for an entire year, and will open in cinemas on June 10th, 2022. The filming of this movie started in February 2020 and was shut down in March. And the same exact movie was actually the first blockbuster that starts filming again in July in the UK, and it also wrapped in November 2020. About the Jurassic World 3 cast, if you were wondering who's back in Jurassic World Dominion, we can say that Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt will be there once more as Claire Dearing and Owen Grady. But what's interesting is that these two are not the single returning characters in the movie. We are about to get to the most important ones in a sec. But first, let's mention that Isabella Sermon is coming back as Maisie Lockwood. Additionally, it has been said that Daniella Pineda and Justice Smith are going to be back as Zia Rodriguez and Franklin Webb. And at the same time, Jake Johnson declared to show up as Lowry aside missing out in the sequel. And not to forget, Lupin's Omar Sy is going to be back as Barry Sembene, also known as a Velociraptor trainer. BD Wong will be going to be back as the morally doubtful geneticist Dr. Henry Wu, and most likely he is going to, in the end, perceive his comeuppance. But did you know that he is not going to be the only Jurassic Park star that will return for the trilogy film? Though Jeff Goldblum came back to the franchise as Dr. Ian Malcolm, he had only limited screen time while being in Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. But the fans of the original, Goldblum are going to come back, together with Sam Neill and Laura Dern. Trevorrow said what actually happened due to this topic and the return. Quote, "We'd brought back Dr. Henry Wu first because he was the man behind the science and the only one who made sense. Otherwise, we'd have to come up with a reason why Ellie, Malcolm, and Grant all went to the theme park on the exact same day it broke down. Again. But the next film allows the legacy characters to be a part of the story in an organic way." Chris Pratt said that literally everyone is going to return. However, there are no official words on Ariana Richards, or Jurassic Park cast Vince Vaughn, Juliana Moore, Lost World cast William H. Macy, Tia Leone, or Jurassic Park 3 cast Lauren Lapkus, or Jurassic World reprisals. And when talking about the villain of the movie, there is one returning character who might be fulfilling that important role: Campbell Scott, aka Lewis Dogson, or also the dodgy man in shades who aided Dennis Nedry, or Wayne Knight, that false can of shaving cream in order to store dinosaur embryos. Dogson was kind of an unclear plot point in the premiere film, so with his coming, we can say that it is going to be a great idea, and we can expect from him a lot. Also, it is most likely that Judy Greer won't be back as Claire's sister Karen in the movie. Of the newcomers in the third movie, we can mention DeWanda Wise and Mamoudou Athie, but we must say that it is not sure what their roles are going to be like. Trevorrow admitted that it was a huge task while editing the film, and even though we saw the teaser of the same one, we thought that it must be a short period of time before we're blessed with the proper trailer that's about to arrive, and that is hopefully before the end of 2021. We must add that this is just our assumption, and that we can only hope and pray it'll include the new baby Nasutoceratops. Trevorrow named it a science thriller, and on top of that, Howard has been speculating about how this film is going to, quote, bring the entire saga together, especially due to the fact that it has been said that this is the final movie in the Jurassic World series. Quote, when you go to the end of the Jurassic Park trilogy, it may not have been as clear in what the complete story of those three movies was, because they were a bit more episodic in the way that they were approached, Trevorrow said. But this trilogy is not that. It's very much a serialized story. What was important for me was, when you watch Dominion, you really feel like you're learning how much of a story that first set of movies were, and how everything that happened in those movies actually informs what ultimately is about to happen in this. And to make it sure that the legacy characters are completely the same as the last time we perceived them, Trevorrow said that the cast helped a lot with the script, and that the authenticity is ensured. We would write dialogue together and find ways to make sure that all of these actors, who are so deeply associated with this specific set of characters that they've played, not just felt their characters were respected, but dug into who they are now, he added. Only one thing that this movie won't be is a dino-human war film. Quote, dinosaurs can't organize, Trevorrow said at Jurassic Outpost, but Chris Pratt made a promise to the fans that they will not be disappointed. I can't believe that we're going to make that movie, and I can't believe they found a way to deliver on the promise of the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, he added. Like, wait, what? The island is blown up. The animals are out. We can't put them back in the box. What are we going to do? How are not only these dinosaurs, but this technology moving forward going to affect the planet? We jump forward, and it's like, oh, right, oh, damn! This is going to be pretty epic. About the original trio and how they will fit into the plot, he added, quote, they're so iconic, you can easily fall into that trap. You start by asking the most basic questions. Who are these people now? What do they make of the new world they're living in? And how do they feel about being part of its history? Ultimately, it will be in collaboration with the actors. They know and love these characters. We'll do it together. Neill made a promise that the fans should expect something really huge. Believe it or not, in this movie, it may even be some romance for some of the returning characters. On a related note, we wanted to know which part was your favorite one from our video. You can tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.